Hate to see it botched? Here's the best bits, a Botching It Up podcast short clip.
The whole world's already gone crazy, I think. SmackDown, drink driving.
I did it for The Rock. I've just had that in my head for the last couple of days. But now it's I did it for the King Corbin.
You think it's King Corbin?
It's 100% King Corbin.
Did this equate to you the level of brilliance of Stone Cold Steve Austin getting run over? Did this make you feel like that main event of a TNA show where Jeff Hardy turned up for 10 seconds? How did it make you feel?
Honestly, it made me quite giddy because I saw a meme of the Rikishi saying I did it for The Rock. I like to spin a bad thing into a good thing. No, man, this is awful way to portray Jeff Hardy. Even if he wasn't, I didn't watch all of SmackDown, but he comes back later in the show, right? And they say that he wasn't drunk or something.
Actually, they don't. He comes back in the main event, which is Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Turns up, and then I think just kind of waits for the match to finish. Like he just stands outside the ring for a minute or so until Bryan wins, and then he goes and beats up Sheamus, and then puts his hands up, and the crowd cheers.
So the crowd are cheering.
There's no promo saying he's innocent. There's the commentary team say, "Oh, what's going on? Jeff Hardy's back," and the crowd goes, "Woo!" There's nothing saying that he hadn't just released himself on bail.
What? This is ludicrous.
Yeah, basically, for all intents and purposes, without being told anything, Jeff Hardy maimed Elias in a drink driving accident, went to prison, somebody posted bail for him, and then he came back and got cheered.
Oh, what nonsense.
Objectively, to try my very, very best to find something optimistic in this whole thing, I have not seen WWE try harder to make something look realistic than this for ages. Even though the police officer sniffed the bottle of alcohol without taking the cap off.
I love that he sniffed it and he was like, yeah, beer.
Jeff Hardy didn't get his rights read.
And I love that. I don't know who it was. But I don't know if it was Jason Jordan, but someone was like, nah, he's cool. He's cool. We will take him. And the police are like, no, he's under arrest.
Oh, yeah, that was little Jamie Noble. He was adamant that Jeff Hardy was absolutely fine. Elias is one of his boys. He'll be all right.
Because that's exactly how Law and Order works.
And they found Jeff Hardy in a bush, just down the back of a nice suburban garden. They found him in a bush, and Braun Strowman's standing there quite angry. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I was just trying to pass my car, man.
They better catch this SOB.
On! Even when he's really concentrating on what he's saying, his eyes still look glazed.
I mean, let's take off the fun layer of it. This is a story of Jeff Hardy is real life demons. I mean, Jeff must have okayed doing this, but even still, this is a bit of a low blow, no?
Yeah, it's not even just playing into addiction angles, which I've never liked anyway. It's drink driving, which he's actually been done for and actually been put in prison for.
For only like 6 months ago as well.
Yeah. And do you remember the other famous classic drinking storylines? Hawk from the Road Warriors falling off the Titantron, Scott Hall turning up and not being able to do a match. It sort of bothers me. It bothered me a little bit when they were doing it with Paige and he was drinking too much. But thankfully, they never played that into his matches or addiction or something. But I was just thinking, it's not just even about Jeff Hardy and the sort of lack of respect that they've given him by promoting this angle. And obviously, Jeff would say that he okayed it, but he got asked to do it. Like he's going to do something if he gets paid for it. It's more than that to me. You wanted the Attitude Era back. This is all of the problems with the Attitude Era. And I'm thinking more about the people at home who WWE keep talking every single day, all week, about how they provide an escapism from reality. Well, somebody's going to sit here and watch this whose father had been in a drunk driving accident, whose one of their family members had been killed by a drunk driver.
Think that people are victims of a hit and run. This is going to hit too close to home.
Yeah, and you know what they came to watch? They came to watch a PG-rated wrestling show. I'm not saying to mummify entertainment and media and not have these stories in a piece of entertainment, but this is TV show stuff. It's not wrestling. It's got nothing to do with wrestling, and the people that tune in don't expect to watch this. So they tune in with comfort, knowing that even if the thing's terrible, they're watching a wrestling product.
Yeah, so during the week I text you and I actually praised this segment for its believability, and I think I messaged you and I said it's nice for a change not to open up with a 30-minute monologue.
That's true.
But I didn't watch the rest of the show. My assumption was Jeff Hardy was heel turning, because how can you cheer a guy that almost murdered someone?
It was actually really uncomfortable if you're trying to invest yourself in the storyline. Really uncomfortable when Hardy came out without explanation at the end, and the performance center trainees cheered him.
That makes no sense. And Elias is a face right now anyway, so it wasn't even that he attacked another heel. He attacked a good guy. It makes no sense, logically, for us to now cheer Jeff Hardy. And also, his build-up of his return was all about his redemption, that he had got over all of this. 2 weeks into his return, he's back to doing the same old dumb shit.
Yeah.
So why are we meant to like this guy?
Do you remember that time that Roman Reigns got run over by a forklift by Rowan?
Yeah.
That ended well, didn't it?
It's just like how many chances do you give a guy, and that's acceptable, and you can continue cheering before you're like, this guy's not worth cheering anymore from a character perspective.
The whole thing just seems like bitter booking because Vince McMahon is done with giving Jeff Hardy chances, but Jeff Hardy makes him money. That seems to be the way that Jeff Hardy's been booked since coming back in the first place. They went through these 4 weeks. I told you a couple of weeks ago I felt uncomfortable with them actually using real life footage of Jeff absolutely out of it and putting it on a primetime kids show.
Well, I'm uncomfortable with it now. At the time, it was fine because I thought they were doing a redemption story. But now they're just highlighting how much of a fuck up this guy is.
Also, I assume that this is going to end up being Sheamus, right? Sheamus framed him.
Yeah, or King Corbin because he attacked Elias.
But do you guys want to like boo a guy as a wrestler, booing guy who sets somebody up for a drink driving charge and actually runs somebody over?
No, I mean, this story has no positive outcome.
Is it going to give anybody good heat at all?
It might make us hate King Corbin more.
Yeah, but not in a good way.
No, it'll be go away heat.
This is just a bad segment for everybody involved. The only person it gives anything to do is the hacker.
So the segment immediately after this is all of the locker room backstage bickering on how the tournament should be played out now that Elias and also Jeff Hardy can't be in it.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of people say that they really liked this and it felt natural and it felt like how all the characters should act, bickering over whether AJ and Daniel Bryan just get a bye or more people get an opportunity. I thought everyone looked really dumb in this. They were just arguing and they were fighting like school children.
Yeah, I'm in two minds about this. I agree with both you and the people on the internet. I thought it was really well played off. Just like the opening segment, I hated it. But these two segments back to back had an aura of I don't know, I wouldn't call it believability, but there was more of a realistic aesthetic being used, even in just the scenario.
It was the most natural thing WWE have done in a while, which is the only reason I was slightly into it.
Everybody involved looked like an idiot.
King Corbin was the one pushing for there to be more qualifying matches, which is the only reason why I feel like he might have something to do with it.
Yeah, but Sheamus spoke up first, and Sheamus got an issue with Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
They'll probably do the classic WWE swerve. But I don't even understand why we're talking about this. Seriously, bro. This is a shitty drink driving angle on a wrestling program.
It'll come out 2 months' time from now. It was AJ.
Latest episode of EastEnders, man. Honestly.
Like, share, and subscribe to keep it botched up, brother.